This is the Archangel 2210, and I am going to finally talk about the two Snow White movies that are going to coming out soon. Now that trailers have been released and I actually seen some footage, because I've only just been hearing about little by little, and um, I take back what I said about one of them. Uh, the one called Snow White and the Huntsmen, starring Kirsten Stewart and Charlize Theron and Chris Hemsworth, Chris Hemsworth, who played Thor. He's going to be playing Huntsman, and it actually looks pretty awesome. It actually had that Lord of the Rings feel to it, and the Queen, she actually looked freaking scary, and she was actually pretty good. So that version, like the music, the imagery, the whole feel of it, of how she just seemed not only vain but like almost like to a point of like slipping into darkness. It looked Snow White and the Huntsman looks really good. It looks like a good movie that I would actually watch. Do I take back that? I take back that that I was saying that I wasn't excited about it, because now I'm kind of excited about it. It looks pretty good, but I am still a huge fan of the show Once Upon a Time, and how they're doing Snow White and everything, because it has a nice balance of it. But back to the movies, the other film, total complete polar opposite. Like, these two films are literally the two sides of the flip coin of each other. You know, Snow White and the Huntsman is a complete action, like dark, epic movie that has this nice feel to it, like really great. But the other film, which is actually now called Mirror Mirror, very campy. I saw the trailer. It actually feels more like a fairy tale comedy, and Julia Roberts as the Queen. She doesn't seem scary at all. She doesn't seem threatening. It almost seems like a PG-13 version of Enchanted. But like much darker than Enchanted. But it's still okay. I wouldn't go so far as saying it's like Enchanted, but it looks like a full-on comedy. And then towards the end of Mirror Mirror, it looks like they're trying to wrangle up a last-minute battle between um, the Queen and Snow White, like trying to copy the other film. Um, but it looks like with that film, they're trying to have it where the Queen is trying to make a love potion to make the prince fall for her, and then the Snow White's trying to end the marriage and everything. Uh, that version, it just doesn't look that great. Like the comedy sequences didn't even look funny. Like, if you're gonna make it a comedy, I have no problem with it, because you could do. There are a billion different directions you could take the story of Snow White. You can make it more of a gothic fairy tale where it really delves into the madness and the darkness and of the spiraling down of the Queen's vanity, or you can really dive into the innocence of Snow White and her naivete about the world, and how she's very trusting and pure hearted and everything. And these two movies are really two ways you could really take the story in two opposite ends. And Once Upon a Time, the series, it really is like somewhere in the middle. It's like it's not too campy, but it's not too dark. It's like right there in the middle, and I think that's what I really like about it. But I have to say, the trailer for Snow White and the Huntsman, it actually looks really fantastic. It looks amazing. Like I said, Mirror Mirror, I'm not excited about Mirror Mirror. It looks like a lame comedy. Uh, it doesn't. It looked like you'll probably get maybe not even a couple laughs, like at most. It looks like it was trying too hard, because I was like, it doesn't. It looks like they're trying. And Julia Roberts as the Queen, I don't know. I don't know about that. But Charlize Theron as the Queen in the other film, great fit. She looks psycho. She looked really psycho. Like, she's a beautiful woman. Like, no, there's no doubt about that in the movie and in real life. But woo, she was crazy. She was crazy. Um, so that's movie. probably very interested in watching because it looks fantastic. Now, I would like people listening to this video to watch both trailers. Watch both trailers, Snow White and the Huntsman trailer, and Mirror Mirror trailer. And I would like to get your input now. And what you think. And would you watch either one? Would you watch just one of them? Would you watch both of them? Or would you just stay home and watch Once Upon a Time? Me personally, I'll stay home and watch Once Upon a Time, but I would also just watch. I would actually check out Snow White and the Huntsman. That one really piques my interest. It looks really awesome. So, that's it for now. Leave your comments below what you think.